Hello.
Good early morning.
Good early morning.
Hey guys. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday indeed.
My dad's here.
Yeah, he arrived yesterday. Huh?
The cat's going mad. I have tea without sugar because I'm trying that.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
No, I just mean like you were saying yesterday, your dad was like, "Oh, you have tea with sugar," and you were like, "Oh yeah, I started doing it. It's the thing," and I was like, "Oh, you should probably not do that if it's just not like what you used
Just
to."
because of the taste.
Yeah.
Not medically required to have sugar.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not the best thing for me.
Not if you drink so many cups of tea.
No, I guess. I am trying to drink fewer cups of tea as well. Just in general.
Yeah, if you have to rely on the caffeine to keep you rolling, you don't want to be too dependent on it.
It keeps me rolling. I guess not. I'm just so used to it.
Hi, Makina.
Hi, Makina.
I have 2 instances of Restream open.
You may well.
Doesn't look like I do.
You always say that, but then you always do.
Well, I'm looking at the window and there's not 2 of them. And now that I just clicked on it.
Yeah, sure. I knew it. Every time.
No, so.
Really? Really, really?
Really.
Wow.
Boy. Let's move you over down here.
How are you doing, Makina? Tell me if I'm pronouncing that right and where I should put the emphasis. Because it might be my Kenna. I suppose I could just say Nishi.
You could. Nishi seems good. We're doing okay. We slept in a little.
A lottle.
A lottle.
Yeah.
I like that because it reminds me of axolotls.
Axolotls are awesome. But yeah, we slept in a lot. Sorry that it was so late this morning.
Makes me want to draw a little sleeping axolotl.
Well, but how are you guys doing? More importantly, we're always fine. Bit sleepy though.
What are you working on today, Sophie?
Oh, well, same thing as before, Mike.
I know, but for the to get if someone watches this video and hasn't watched any of the other videos, then introducing them to what you're working on is a good thing.
Well, I am working on a Game Grumps collaboration animation.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Yeah, a musical one where Dan and Aaron are trying to learn to play the piano.
And which one is this? Is this Dan or Aaron that you're drawing now?
I suppose if there are any Game Grumps fans, they hopefully will know. But this is Dan.
Cool. I like his bow tie.
They both have bow ties, but Dan's is a little bit skinnier than Aaron's.
Good to know.
And how about you? What are you up to?
So I'm colouring an inks piece by Bob Q. I think it's of Wolverine's daughter. I forget the name of.
X23.
Is it X23?
I think that's who she turns into.
Oh, okay.
You know, eventually. Wow, it's pretty grey today. Pretty grey.
Don't you mean pretty great?
No.
No.
Nope. Just grey. Like a good old English summer day. Yeah, how you doing, Ahmed? Oh, I remember. I was trying to draw this frame. This frame is difficult.
What's tricky about it?
It's a big moment in which not much is going to move. So I need to get the expression right.
Oh, I see.
Like the bit in my previous game Grumps where Aaron flings his face up towards the sky.
Yeah.
And not much moves for a little while. But if the drawing's funny, it can kind of carry it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you still want it to feel like it's got life, even when it's slightly more health than the rest.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little tricky to try and get this right.
Yeah, like, you know, you can ask questions.
Oh, of course, but of course. No scratching, Kitty. She's not allowed to scratch. She scratched herself and hurt herself yesterday. She scratched so much. It's an itchy kitty.
I wonder where she slept last night.
Where did you sleep last night? I think she probably slept in the same room as my dad. She threw up a bit. She haggled.
Did she? Oh. But not vomit, just hairballing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a messy kitty. Hairballs and pee everywhere. She gets away with it though because she's so adorable.
She's just a little fluff. Who's the buff with all the fluff?
She's the buff of all the fluff.
It's the Buffy. She's over on the desk next to India, just licking herself.
Grooming and having a shower. Night disappeared, it's clear I am to no good. Ah, now it says, Doig, there's cousin lovely, fan art or official business.
I don't know, I guess.
Fart. I really like to call it. Fart or business.
I found the inks on Twitter, and I thought they were pretty cool, and so doing some colour to them as portfolio and practice.
And who's the artist?
Bob Q.
Bob Q. Because India S ain't got no time for that.
It's a strange kind of place to be in where, as a colorist, you will be coloring other people's work, and so when you're doing these practice pieces, it's often better to like ask for forgiveness rather than permission. Like just pick up an ink, color it, cite your source, rather than waiting to hear back from them if it's okay to use their work or not.
Is that because you cannot hear back for a long time?
Yeah.
Just because artists are artists, and many others tend to be unreliable when it comes to answering emails.
Yeah, so you have to sort of tread this line where, like, you can't claim that it's anyone else's or anything, but you use it.
You have to let them know whose it is, obviously. Ahmed says, I bought my Cintiq. I was carrying it in my hand in the airport. I was forced to put it into some compartment, so it does have like a few barely noticeable scratches. Apparently there isn't enough damage to be insured. Oh man, it sucks that they didn't, they wouldn't count that for your insurance. But I'm also glad that it's okay overall, and that surface scratches, hopefully that don't affect things, are all that happened.
Yeah.
They're not on the screen, right? The most important part. Wild bean appears. It's Rolando. Brr, brr, brr.
I'm not sure what the run is.
Turn to return.
I can't keep my voice that long. Is this? Are we?
I was gonna try and sing over you doing the thing.
We're
but
expanding on the
it's okay.
theme. Okay.
No, don't worry. It's cool. Rolando, riding across the plains. Rolando. You just stopped.
I had to breathe.
Oh, we're terrible at this. Anyway, hi Rolando, how are you doing? How's you doing? Pokemon battle with him. I see. Do. That makes sense now. Do. Orlando. Anna says they are unfortunately on the screen, but my stylus can still glide across the screen okay. Man! Airports are so annoying. Gosh darn it. I think if I was ever going to take my Cintiq across, I would try and ship it. Like, rather than take it on the plane with me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because it seems like it's not the best place.
Yeah, you can probably package it a lot better.
I mean, it's not like you had much of a choice though. We're okay, thank you, Orlando. We're just a bit tired because we slept in and we were like, oh no, the stream, we're so late. And then we ran upstairs and then Mike was like, my computer's not working. And I was like, no.
Is that what I was like?
Yeah, and then we got it to work. Thanks to me. And
thanks to you?
Yeah.
What? It was just like, it'll be fine, just go. Was like...
And here we are, and it's fine, and we're going. Oh yeah.
Hello there, who goes there? Did you see that there was a guy making custom models of the figurines from Small Soldiers? The only one I saw was the leader of the Gorgonauts.
I was never a fan of Small Soldiers.
Oh, what?
I didn't watch the movie because I thought it looked crap.
You've not seen Small Soldiers?
No, I thought the movie didn't look very good.
You can't be like, I was not a fan of Small Soldiers if you hadn't watched it.
Well, I didn't like the aesthetic. I was like, this looks horrible. It's like, it looks like stop motion or bad CG.
But story, India.
It's so dark and rubbish looking. I know, but I was a shallow child. And I was like, nah. So I never watched it. I avoided it. It doesn't mean it was a bad film, it just means that I was a shallow child.
I'm just like, I'm thinking about all the points in the film that you probably might have enjoyed.
Does it have dinosaurs?
One of the Gorgonites has dinosaurish features.
I don't think that counts.
You don't think that counts?
No. Rolando said, "What do you think about She-Ra?" I think it looks cool enough. I was never a big She-Ra fan, so I have not much investment to begin with in it. I think it looks quite cool. I like the design. I know a lot of people are kicking up about it, but I quite like it. It doesn't take away the old design. I can still enjoy that. I'm interested to see people do new things with older things. See how they go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what they're doing with it. I'm excited to see the show. The character design is awesome.
That's cool. You like it?
Yeah.
Good lord.
I feel like we're in a climate where things are judged like in a binary sense. Like, give the creators the opportunity to make what they want to make, and don't judge it on surface value. Like,
we seem to be in a time when everyone reacts in extreme ways to things which
people react and are vocal.
People are very vitriolic.
Yeah,
though.
people that overact.
Sorry,
there's a
lot of vitriol. I don't quite understand it. It's like there's been such extreme reactions to like She-Ra's new design and Thundercat's new design, and I'm not quite sure why they're such massive deals.
I think in some cases
they look cool enough.
I think in some cases people use controversy to push themselves into a spotlight. Like they'll find something. It's almost a devil's advocate approach to, like, they may not even necessarily believe their own hype, if you know what I mean.
Maybe not.
Like, oh, this is controversial because this person holds this extreme belief. I will like feed into and off of this.
I mean, in some ways, it's cool if people care that much about cartoons. That's pretty awesome. Because people definitely didn't used to be as this outraged about things. So it's good that people care enough. Elaine says people seem to forget that we are old now and cartoons aren't directly targeted at us anymore.
You know what? I don't agree with that argument.
Well, that is not aimed at us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
do explain.
I mean that the argument of like it isn't for you, therefore you can have no opinion. Because
well, I don't think she's saying we can't have an opinion. I think Elaine's just saying that people are annoyed that they don't like it, but they don't think that maybe it's aimed at people who will like it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's aimed at kids who will probably dig it. I think we can still have opinions on it, but
I think it's aimed at kids who may or may not dig it.
That's true.
And the ones that do dig it, awesome. The ones that don't dig it, awesome.
Well, I will always watch kids shows, and you can never stop me. So
yeah. I don't agree that a show aimed for children should change for the opinions of those outside their target demographic. That's like someone going in and going, I don't like tomatoes, and going into a pizza restaurant and going, I don't think you should serve tomato-based sauces on your pizzas because I don't like tomatoes.
It's like other people like tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this tomato sauce is a travesty to pizza, and it's ruining pizza. Pizza was better. It's like people rebelling over using barbecue sauce in pizzas because it's a travesty to pizzas and it ruins what pizza is. And you're like, but you can still have tomato sauce. And they're like, no, the mere existence of barbecue sauce
jeopardizes my pizza sauce.
Yeah, I don't like that other people like to order barbecue sauce now. Let's see. Rolando says that I was attracted to comment from a Twitter account that claimed she was happy to know the designer was a lesbian and how to pitch up like a lesbian, and how she was happy conservatives were disappointed and delighted in their sweet tears. Hello, Father.
Hello. Does that open the door?
Yeah, it boops. It goes boop. Yep.
That's you.
So yeah, you know
That's
you're.
That's all I need to know. That's the outer door. Is it the very outer door?
Yeah. Go out the one which is lighter, which has the sunlight coming in.
That's nothing in it.
Oh, that's a balcony. So.
The balcony.
Male.
Oh, male. That's you.
Yep. See you in a bit.
You were saying, India?
I was saying that Rolando said that he retracted a comment on how there was someone who was very happy that conservatives were crying sweet, sweet tears, and how she liked the look of She-Ra looking like a lesbian. I think both sides are having rather extreme reactions to this She-Ra look.
Yeah, delighting in the anguish
of others is also not maybe the best reaction to have.
Yeah.
But there we are. Ronaldo says, I'm not entirely in love with the new Mega Man cartoon look, but I have good vibes from it. I haven't seen that. Yeah, the original old Swiftie was present. Old Swiftie. A giant bear with glasses.
That doesn't make sense, dude. Like, unless you think... Unless it's a twisted way where you've sought out your father as a partner and your father is another example of the person you picked out.
My dad's more like a daddy long legs. He's got long legs. He's tall. He's tall and bald and kind.
I definitely think that she's been designed with a younger age, like Shira herself or Adora or whatever, is younger than she would have been depicted in the
she does seem
previous incarnation.
I definitely get a teen vibe from her.
Yeah.
But I like that too, Elaine. That I like that you can see her muscle. That's awesome. Because she would totally have muscles if she's that strong.
Yeah.
I used to wonder a little bit. You know, superheroes who are super strong, like Spider-Man becomes super strong.
Yeah.
But there are some superheroes where like just their thing is that they're super strong. Like Rogue is super strong. Tons of people are super strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like super strength sometimes seems to just be a side effect of having powers. It's like, and you're super strong.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I wonder when it comes to people who are super strong inherently, do they necessarily need muscles? Because some of the guys are like just ever always drawn as like muscle tanks, but when they're like, I don't know, hit by lightning and become super strong or something,
yeah,
like why do they suddenly also get ripped? Are they saying that they're super strong because they build natural muscle and then are just stronger as a result, or their super strength is supernatural, in which case do you need muscle at all? Because it goes beyond the limit of humans, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think when physique like that is depicted, it's kind of going along the lines of what we would compare to like an idealized or athletic individual.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the story.
Oh.
And the way it relates to the design. Like, if the strength is a side effect of whatever gave them the powers, and not because they've worked out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it differs between different heroes. I saw a physics argument that said that Superman's strength doesn't come from being able to actually physically lift things. Like, they compared it more to telekinesis. Like, he exerts as influence and will over
Superman?
an object. Yeah.
Oh, right. So it's not super strength.
Well,
Who was saying it?
I can't remember what it was, but it was like it's the same force that allows him to fly effectively.
Allows him to pick stuff up.
Yeah, like, it's more because they use the example that if he picked up a plane the way he does, like, the weight of the plane would bend it and stuff. But if he was exerting like a telekinetic force over the entire thing, then he'd be able to do what he does.
Oh, so it's a way to, like, smooth over inaccuracies.
Yeah.
In the art as well. Aline, you were right, it is mental strength. With Superman, I can understand why he might be completely muscled though. Because number one, he might just be like a super strong guy. Like, he might just have worked out a lot. He might just...
Yeah.
And another thing, he's an alien, so...
Yes.
Maybe naturally, like, their bodies are just very muscled.
Well, in Superman's case, a lot of his strength is derived from solar energy. Like, he absorbs sunlight.
That doesn't give you muscles, so...
Well, if you see the version of Superman who, in Flashpoint,
mm-hmm.
they captured when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And they kept him in a hidden, like, bunker underwater or underground or something.
Well, this is a different story to the one I know about his childhood, but go.
Yeah, so it's an alternative, alternative timeline.
Okay.
But when they encounter Superman there, he is, like, super wiry.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Because he's never seen the sun.
So it's to do with the sun. In that instance, it's to do with the sun rather than because...
Yeah. Like,
because
they take him outside and suddenly he's, like, has solar energy. And
he beef up suddenly?
He doesn't in the animation I saw. Like, I was expecting him to, but he didn't.
Or maybe they're just implying because he was in a bunker he didn't get to run around and do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because he's meant to grow up on a farm.
Yeah.
So you could make arguments for him just being, like, built because he's lifting stuff all day.
But if you consider that the stuff he's lifting isn't heavy to him, then he wouldn't work his muscles as much.
If you're saying that he uses psychic energy to pick stuff up, he doesn't have to use it to completely take the strain off himself. So it could be...
It's hard
to it's interesting to talk about.
Reasons for this because it's fiction. But...
Yeah, but I like digging into the theory of it. It's fun. Let me see. Rowan says, why is the cherry coming out like Cute Design's fist? Probably because I'm not very good at drawing fingers.
Why is what? Oh, Cute Design's fist. I think it's maybe this one. Is this a churro?
Also, Aline! Hello! Aline nailed her school drawing.
Nice!
Ah, yes! It could be yours.
Could be mine.
That's good, because it means that my drawing of a finger isn't as awful. Let's see. Jessica Jones doesn't have muscles, lol. Says Elaine.
Yeah.
Yes, go on, Aline. You can do it. Let's see. Morning, Leanne. Hello, how are you? Oh wow, Elaine, you're gonna start doing animals.
Animals.
Yeah, Aaron Blaze, he is the man for drawing animals. He's amazing. Animals is nice. I agree. Trying to draw some forearms. So what are you guys all up to today? What are your plans?
What are your master plans? What can we thwart?
Yes, Elaine through Annals and stuff will help with tons of stuff, including the storyboards. I got to see another project that Patrick's working on. This is one that I'm not involved with, but Mike's involved with it, and someone called Jen who he works with. Is it Jen Strickland? What's her second name?
Yeah, I think it's Jen Strickland.
Jen Strickland, she's fantastic. If you can find her on Twitter, definitely follow her because she's amazing. She did the storyboard for it, and oh my god, guys, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are really gonna love it when it comes out.
Comic timing is so good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Oh, Leanne says, morning. I'm finally up early and working along with you guys.
Oh,
yes.
that's awesome.
Not that we were up.
We went up super early because we're meant to start at 7, but we slept in.
I got into Chris's, who I assume is Chris Utley's new
Yeah.
character paint visual development. In new character paint viz dev, so I'm working on some color comps at the moment. Nice.
Ooh, that's awesome. Nice. It's cool to have you in the stream.
So is this a new course?
It
from
must
Chris?
be. I must have missed the notification. Probably because I've been running away from my mailbox for the past week. Okay.
Can we type her name? Yes.
She did this great thing you'll see on her Twitter where she did a very simple animation to music, and it's so fun and bouncy. In fact, it made you search the music and then become obsessed with it.
Yes, it did.
It's
Yeah.
the Riddler, isn't it?
The riddle.
The Riddle. I remember the music video was the Riddler.
There's an old man of iron with a hole in the ground. So good. That's one.
Yeah.
Aww. I can't hum it. I keep going.
You sound like you're doing. You became my power, my pleasure, my pain. Oh. No, you know when it snows. That one. Gosh darn, that song is so fun to sing. Can you see some of Jen Strickland's boards somewhere? I think she's in boarding for Powerhouse, but I'm not exactly sure which boards she's worked on. We can't show you the ones we're talking about because they're under NDA, and I can't tell you what they're for.
Because they're under NDA.
But you guys, you will see them eventually, and you'll be like, "Wow!" They're so fun and bouncy and awesome, and they suit what they're for really, really well. And I was excited to see it, and I think you guys are going to be excited when you see it too. They've got some great people working with her on that project too.
Yeah. So Leanne says, "Oh no, I wish I'd mentioned it to you guys. I figured you'd seen it, but you didn't have time for it or something." This is true.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we'd seen it, it would have been like, oh shoot, we don't have time to do this.
It's like 6 months of painting all of the characters from Wizard of Oz. Ooh, cool.
That sounds really cool.
Chris does like his wizards. I love Oz's.
That is, yeah, one of his favourites. That's so cool though. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do for it.
Could you imagine if you did a Wizard of Oz Muppets crossover?
Wow. You know, why hasn't that happened yet?
Miss Piggy is Dorothy, I guess.
I think they would get a live action Dorothy. Because Muppets like doing films with like one real actor.
Yeah, that's true.
So I could see them having like one person.
Yeah, because they got the little kid. Well, they got actually a few actors in Muppets Treasure Island.
Yeah, they got Tim Curry. Upstage, lads. This is my only number. Show them you've been practicing.
Yeah. Wait.
One for all for one. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We'll treat you like a son. A gentleman of fortune, and that's what we're proud to be. For when you're a professional pirate, you'll be honest, brave and free, the soul of decency. You'll be loyal and fair and on the square, and most importantly, when you're a professional pirate, you're always in the best of company. I love that movie so much.
I love it.
It's so good. It's my favourite pirate movie. Oh.
Yo, ho, ho. The intro theme to it though. So good.
Oh, our village added a storyboard tutorial done by a friend of his. That's amazing. Oh, Elaine, you had your portfolio reviewed by him. That's really cool. I didn't know that Iron Blades had a storyboard tutorial on his site. I might give that a look once all these projects are wrapped up. I just have to remember it's there, so I don't finish these and then forget.
You had to do the selfies when you took Paint Drama for reference. Nice. I have a whole bunch of selfies of me pretending to be Perseus.
Yeah. And I have a whole bunch of selfies of me pretending to be a Gorgon.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those.
Look, you have the Klimt.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to something else now.
Whoa. Occasionally, I tried to start and then I lost it. But it's good. We shouldn't spend the entire morning just singing Muppet songs.
Oh. 1 sec. I'm gonna throw up an NDA and search for
What are you searching for?
Gonna search for
I need to find piano keys.
the poster I did. Of course it opens over there. Of course it opens on your screen.
I need to find me a picture of some piano keys. I should have known. Right, it's somewhere where it's impossible to put the camera. So of course I'm not going to find any good pictures of it.
What do you need?
Piano keys.
From what angle?
From inside the piano. This might be why it's slightly difficult to do. Let me go to my good old resource, Sketchfab.
Yeah, that's probably good view.
Let's see. I just want to go to the main thing and look for piano.
I thought this would search by there we are.
Oh look, we're inside the piano. This is what the inside of a piano looks like. Oh. How dare they not model the entirety of the inside of the piano?
You want all the strings and the hammers and stuff.
Yeah, how dare they? Wait, and now I'm trapped inside the piano. I don't know where I am. Aha! Aha! Aha!
It's pretty cool. Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh! Okay. Just lower myself into a seated position.
You're like this little lizard.
I'm on a piano!
I'm on a piano. Oh dear.
Let's see. On a piano. On a piano.
There we go.
On a piano. On a piano. 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 Oh, oh.
We were having a really intense heat wave over the last few weeks, Elaine. So yeah, very much so.
I need this to be like a wireframe.
Oh, I love setting you off. It's like hitting a domino and just being like standing back and watching magic happen.
My father's returned. Hello, has he returned?
Return to the journey.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
You're welcome. You brought batteries! Yay! Thanks.
Look at
No paper. I don't know what that means.
any money, Coffin?
I'm okay, thanks.
I'm okay. I'm okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Yeah, I started this way back. I want to get back to it.
Way away.
I want to finish this.
Finish him. Let's see. Let me just grab this. Grab that, copy that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of Get them keys, yo! Keys in your face! I'm too close to them. Okay. Too close. It is difficult though. If I zoom out anymore, then I can no longer see the keys because the piano is in the way. What to do, guys? What to do? Maybe I should look for a keyboard instead, and then I can get behind the keys without that being in the way.
What about that one that just looks like it's the keys that on their own?
This one?
Yeah.
I think that's not just the keys on their own though.
Aww.
Why would you do this? Why would you have just a thing here?
You could model a piano.
Someone else has modelled one for me. I don't need to model it. I'm busy. Piano key.
Oh, you remember the cat concerto from Tom and Jerry?
Yes.
I think what India is wanting is just not actually inside the piano. She wants to be just on the. Oh, there you go.
What I want, my friends, is this kind of thing. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Like, let me show you. Try to reach inside of me, whoa, and try to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity. Try to take a bite of me, whoa. There you go. Something more like this, you see? You see?
I see.
You see?
I see.
You see? You see? Let me see if I can trim this. Trim the fat. Biggity 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 biggity. I can't do it. I wish I could. Biggity 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 back to basics. Biggity back to basics. It's hard to do, man.
Back to basics. Basics or basics?
Basics.
Oh, back to
Al can
basics.
do it pretty well.
I can't do it fast.
It's difficult. Behold! As he plays the piano. There we go. He's not that fluffy. He's bald, but
He's bald, but
he's cuddly.
oh,
That counts.
that's cute.
He's playing he's playing. I was going to say playing the piano, but then I realised that actually a guitar is not a piano. He's playing the guitar upstairs. I can hear him. He's tuning the guitar.
You know what? I'm gonna remove this.
Oh
thing.
yeah, I almost forgot. We got invited to a comic festival.
Oh yeah.
Invited, guys. Invited like a guest. We've never been invited to anything before. You know, the other kids' parties, prom, anything really. And now we've got invited to a comic festival.
Yeah.
It's a free one, but they were like, we'll pay for your accommodation and travel.
Which is the really nice thing.
Yeah. Like, that's never happened before. Hello, Kieran. Good morning.
Where did you say it was at? Derry.
Yeah, Derry.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be very fun.
Don't you mean it's going to be legend?
Derry.
I was yawning, stretching, and Indy was like, aha, high five.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I think we'll probably reply yes because we're so flattered. It's like, yeah, sure. We'll have to look up what happens there. What it is. I've never been there before.
I don't even know where it is.
Derry. Can you guys hear that music? That's me pops. That's my pops playing my guitar. He's twanging.
Is that 2D? Are you asking India with her 3D piano?
Oh, what was 2D? I don't know.
Oh,
2D. Is that the name of the festival? It might be. I'm not sure. It's in Derry. It's in October. I feel like his thumb should be more here, and maybe his finger should be more like that.
Well, maybe we can simulate. Depending, your father's guitar playing might be on a different level from his dad's guitar playing, but maybe we can simulate the experience of it.
Oh, his guitar playing is on a different level to mine. I'm afraid he's someone who practices every day, whereas I'm someone who just tends to play around on it a little bit when I have a spare minute or two.
What part of the country is Derry in, Kieran?
Is it Derry Far?
I'm gonna milk that joke.
Forever. It's all I have. What all you have? Pull this over until Dan pops in, and then we'll draw Dan popping in.
Very north.
It's very north.
Is it like a train to get there or something? Oh, by Donegal. Cool.
Donegal. Donegal, land of the bagel.
Oh, in the north though, Stirling Man. Oh, okay. This is in Northern Ireland, I think.
I hope we can still go.
You go by bus, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Tip says, wow, haven't seen this painting in a while. It has been a while.
Yeah. Making changes.
For those that don't miss out on the piano reference, just saying. Which piano reference, Orlando?
There might be a link above.
Ah, okay.
I don't see it again.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Thank you for the advice on traveling.
Yeah, we don't have a clue. We're like, where is it in Ireland?
We're just happy that they knew about us.
I'm very happy to be invited. Don't know how they know about us.
Internet, probably.
But happy. Happy.
Or maybe one of the people going mentioned this or something.
Oh, there we are. Rolando's dropped in some ref.
Cool.
Morning, teeps. May have drawn his head slightly too big for his face. I will just enlarge his face. That's an easy way to fix the problem.
Maybe we saw the banner I made.
Oh, maybe. That is a good banner. You guys, Mike put his animated banner up on the Thoughtful website, and it looks pretty snaz.
Thank you.
Pretty snazzy. If I do say so myself. And I do.
You do. Thanks, Sophie.
Oh, you're welcome. Our marketing game is strong. If it is, it's in spite of us rather than because of us.
I try. The Thought Bubble website.
I feel like we barely do any marketing. If anyone does do it, it will be Mike. I just stay in my hermit hole.
Yeah, I go, India, can you retweet this? And she goes, amazing! And yeah, that's our marketing department
Yeah.
in the show.
That's it. I don't want to be one of those people who just retweets myself all the time. Retweets our own stuff. Tiz, what about the word wacky? That's wacky.
That's whack, yo.
No, man, wacky. Oh, well, when you put it that way, we do stream every day. The Patreon, I need to do the update for that. I'd like to try and do it today, but as you can hear, Papa Swift is here. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out today. Because I must entertain Papa Swift, along with doing my usual freelance.
She must appease Papa Swift.
Appease! We must offer sacrifices to Papa Swift. Yeah, he did an awesome job on the banner. I really like it. You did an awesome job.
You need me.
Mike did an awesome job. Is anyone else here going to go to any of the festivals? Elaine, I know you're going to Thought Bubble. Is anyone going to any other ones this year? Wacky is fine, says Tibbs. Someone asked me to make art more wacky. That sounds fun. If someone asked me to make it more snazzy, I will panic. That's going to be my only feedback to you now on every animation.
Wow.
Can it be just a bit snazzier? Oh wow, Elaine, really? Oh my gosh. Let us know what she thinks. I'm frightened, but I'm also excited. Thank you so much for commissioning us. It really helped us out. You enabled us to all play together. I hope we can play with you again soon on Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, when all these deadlines are. Either I have a handle on them, or I've gone mad and needed a break, or they're over. Any of the above. Yes, a book of public projects would be amazing, Sharon.
Oh, please don't crash.
I won't steal that idea from you, but that's a really good idea. I get you though. We booked all this stuff super ahead of time, thinking that this year would focus on it, and we didn't expect the projects we have coming our way to come our way. So now we have nothing for any of the things we booked ourselves in for. We just have the same stuff we had last year.
Yeah. However, we're getting a third print run with Girl on the Glen.
Yeah, we are.
The combination of them.
Will we go, laddie, go? Oh, the M's going to CTNX. That's awesome. Wow. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Please say hello to everyone from us, we who can't go. And it's more than just money reasons now, because all our deadlines are in December.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty crazy for us to go.
Oh, how much is the new microphone anyways? I think we were looking at something around about 150 euros.
That's the plan. Good luck with your freelance, Elaine.
I gave him an angry guy, bro. That's not what I wanted.
We're saving up slowly but surely. Yeah, we're also sad we can't go. We would really love to have gone again. Maybe next year though. You better go next year. Don't let next year be the only year you don't go and we do go. I tried some of Elaine's cookies because she gave me the recipe for some of them and they were really good. Thank you for the recipe, Elaine. They were some good cookie times.
We're a little bit far under him.
Yes, Art Christmas is a really good way to describe CTN. I may just start calling it that from now on.
Art Christmas,
Art
yeah, it's
Christmas.
so close to it.
That's like the perfect description, I like that.
If that was a gift.
What, Art Christmas?
No, I got the Glenn's eyes moving between two positions, so it's like, they were better before the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time at CTN the year we went. It was overwhelming in some cases, but overall really nice. Hey Josiah.
Hello, Josiah. He's like, nice. How are you doing, Josiah? Bless you.
Thank you. Don't make him do it. Don't make him do it.
Leanne, that was us last time we went. Like, we were just dazed. We tried to go around the artist tables. We didn't realise we'd need so much time for them. We spent half a day one day doing it, and then the entire day the next day doing it.
Yeah.
And we still didn't get around everyone. We were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Honestly, like, I think next time we go, I could literally just go for the artist tables. And just spend the entire time going around and talking to people.
Yeah,
it's a bit crazy.
I think you would have had more, like, made more connections that way.
Well, everyone was like super friendly and up for talking and chatting and stuff. So I would spend like 10-15 minutes at every table just chatting to people.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't time to get around everyone. Which is a real shame because there were some amazing people there who I didn't get to talk to.
Tip says, Doig, you should animate Midge's hair and the glimpse flip and maybe Midge's clothes gently blowing in the breeze. I'm glad you agree. Best of luck.
Oh! Tips, no! You dropped us down a hole of animation. Living in a Bundy Hotel, California. Oh, what a lovely place. Oh, what a lovely place. Yeah, we spent so much money on books when we were there. That was the main expenditure, was just posters and books. You just want to support everyone, you know? And everyone's making such nice stuff.
Kieran asks, would you rather buy an art book or a comic? That is the question.
Oh gosh, that's so hard. I'd say comic, because it includes story, as well as visuals. But then I really like seeing behind the scenes of things. Like, I like seeing the decisions behind why people chose certain designs. I think the thing with most art books is that for some reason a lot of the art books I have I'm disappointed by, because I buy them expecting lots of behind the scenes stuff, and what I actually get is a page a character of very close to finished sketches and a description of the character without really much about what the struggles were when they were designing them, what decisions they had to make, why they went with certain decisions.
Ah, right, yeah. You're not disappointed by the quality of the art.
No, geez.
Yeah, I know.
But I'd rather get like 6 pages of really rough sketches, because I know they must do so many for every character, with notes like, we were thinking of doing this with the arms, but we decided not to because of this, and because this other character had this. And also when it came to riding the steed, they needed to have this so they could hold the reins or something. You know, that stuff is really interesting to me, rather than just 3 or 4 very close to finished, fully rendered pictures and a description going, this person's like this. it was fun designing them because they were this and this.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. When you find albums with loads of process and rough sketches, that's gold. Yeah, I'm not wrong.
Oh, you got the Art of God of War, nice. Yeah.
Whoa. It lived up to that. We should get that.
I love that game.
And I love it when you get loads of development bits. Because that's really what I'm buying behind the scenes stuff for. Is I want to see how it came to be, what the struggles were. I don't just want a retrospective. Ooh. Tiz really loves the art book of Shelter. It includes a ton of the storyboards and layouts as well as multiple stages of the character's design of room. It's really good.
Awesome. Do you remember the animation Shelter?
I don't know if I do.
It's the one, it's a girl in her bed and she can like create worlds around herself.
Oh, I never really saw that. I saw screenshots of it and people talking about it, but I didn't actually watch it all the way through.
Oh. Recommend you do.
Cool. Oh, thanks, Karen. That'd be awesome. Leanne says a Steven Universe book is really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tips is just like India. We're watching Shelter today after the stream.
I'm doodling in books today after the stream, so we can send them off. But everyone's like, Shelter, Shelter, Shelter. We should link it.
If Hardik was here, he'd be, and Hardik's like, Shelter! Almost immediately before that. Yeah, India hasn't seen Shelter.
Shelter, Shelter, helter, skelter.
Yeah, it's kind of a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. It's very good.
It's very good. Is it very good?
Yeah.
Oompa loompa doobity doo. I've got another shelter for you.
Maybe you have seen it, you just not sure.
I feel like I remember it. Let's see it. Seems like the kind of thing I'd remember.
You think so, right?
Oh yeah, I guess, but my memory is really bad. You can live in happiness too. Hey guys, what do you get when you guzzle down sweets, eating as much as an elephant eats? I'm just being stupid.
It's lyrics from the song you're singing, right?
Yeah.
It's the animated song, yeah.
Can someone link it?
Oh, we can. Alright, for others, for sure.
Yeah.
Hardik could.
I need to just put my headphones on so I can hear Dan saying nice and get the lip sync right. Oh, he's so nice. Look at his face. Dan, you're so kind. Why are you so kind, Dan? You don't need to be kind to people, you know.
Hardic can link Kieran because he's got moderator privileges.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Now everyone can see. Behold! I don't like the look of it, says Kieran. That sounds about right. I have show tunes in my head this morning. I'm not quite sure why. Yes, Leanne, that sounds good. Mute away. I'm sure I won't be saying anything of consequence. I will try and get the Patreon post out today, though. Among all the other things. Among the flowers. Honestly, I think I'm getting in touch with that midweek madness.
Orlando says, I find that the kinder you are to people, the more it fires back with something problematic and time-consuming that is not in your favour, and at the end you end up looking bad. How do you mean, Orlando? What sort of kindness and what came back?
I have to say that I have found the opposite. I found that the kinder I am to people, the kinder people tend to be to me. And the more things seem to just come back around and pay off for everyone, pretty much. I really enjoy doing favours and gestures for people.
Yeah.
And helping people out when I can. Maybe it's just because I'm surrounded by good people in my life, but everyone's always been very supportive of me and helped me out, and they've always repaid my kindness by just being good pals.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Go ahead. You were saying something.
I think you can be kind to someone who isn't in the position to reciprocate kindness at that time, so that they can kind of absorb kindness. Like someone who's in a very depressed state, say.
Yeah.
Might not be able to immediately reciprocate it, but they might in time.
Yeah. I don't do kindness thinking that people are going to reciprocate it, though.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's just a nice feeling to do something kind for people, especially when you're not expecting to get anything back from it. Just to feel like you're a good person who helps someone out is a really nice feeling. It feels good to lend a hand when possible. But I think, to be honest, a lot of it is to do with the fact that I'm surrounded by very good, supportive, nice people. And so I don't feel like I've met many people who have just taken advantage of the kindness and then screwed me over. Like, that's super rare. I can't even think of any cases when that's really happened. Everyone's just been super cool. I guess that's just not my experience, but I think different people have different experiences, depending. I think if you're surrounded by not a great crowd, by people who are not that very supportive, or if they're quite insecure or have a lot of problems that they're dealing with,
yeah,
they can be more likely to take advantage because they're not in a great place. But I try to stay away from groups of people who seem like they would not be very kind.
Yeah.
Ooh, Josiah's watching Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've heard it's so good. Have you had instances, Mike, where you felt taken advantage of in terms of kindness and everything?
Yeah, I think that I've been in situations where the help I've given doesn't last very long. It becomes like a kind of a crutch.
Do you have any examples you can give that you feel okay giving?
Of a time I felt like I've been taken advantage of?
Yeah.
Nothing's springing to mind.
You know that you've had them, but you can't think of any.
I know that I've had them, but I can't think of any that I'd like to.
You're okay with sharing.
Yeah.
How about the opposite? Instances where you've been kind and felt that kindness has come around to something really good.
Well, I feel like I've been adjacent to helping people, like helping artists and animators try and improve their craft. And I feel like the advice or help given has been reciprocated in like support and friendship.
Yeah, that's another good example. Oh, Space Dad, no worries. It's cool, don't worry. We all have stuff to deal with. It's cool to hear about it. I'm sorry that we can't reply all the time. We just get so busy with stuff. Like, to be honest, replying to personal messages and stuff goes onto the back burner when I'm in work mode, and that's my problem. Something I'm still trying to deal with is balancing, like, being able to chat with people with working. Because I have a bad habit when I'm in the deadline of just dropping off the grid completely.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying not to do, but it's so like ingrained in the way that I do things because I've always done it that it's kind of difficult not to go on autopilot.
I'm glad you feel like this is the place and we're a place where you can share the struggles.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes it helps just to voice them so you don't feel quite so alone.
Yeah. Oh, we're glad that you found tons of support in other places too. We do want to be able to support you as well, though. Yeah, it makes a big difference to have a bunch of people who you feel like you can talk to and rely on.
Tim's linked a video about someone giving a TED talk.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't manage to watch it.
Oh, it's
At the time, I was feeling like a bit low myself,
gotcha.
and so I was like, I'm just going to listen to Critical Role, and get back in a good headspace, and then I'll listen to that later, and then I just forgot. So please tell me about it.
Well, the guy was just talking about how he experienced a lot of neglect and uncaring, and was just pushed into a place where he just felt like pain all the time, and it's effectively showing like what drove him to consider getting a gun and shooting as many people as he could. Like, it's from the point of view of like, I almost did this and this is why. And he was just in a horrible place, and what pulled him out of it was a friend who he thought he would have pushed away, just didn't let what he'd done get in the way of being kind to him.
What he'd done?
He'd like stolen from him and generally done things that you would.
So it was kindness.
Yeah.
Kindness in the face of him not feeling like he deserved it.
Yeah, and it wasn't the kind of kindness which is like, oh, what's wrong? What can I do to help? It was the kind of kindness where his friends just treated him as a person and just wanted to hang out with them and just like be there, but not help the like not help the symptoms, you know what I mean? Like not be like, I'm gonna help you so you're not dangerous, or I'm gonna help you so you're not violent. It's like,
did they even know that he was violent and dangerous?
I'm not sure.
Right.
The message in it was show love to the people you think deserve it the least.
Yes. I love that message. I love it.
Yeah.
I think kindness goes such a long way to healing. I think a lot of people react to those they disagree with vitriol and anger and accusations. And I think if people were more accepting of other people's flaws, those people would maybe become better themselves.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, healing with kindness is such a big thing.
Yeah. Like the thing he gave was like, what people are being encouraged to do now is like, if you think someone's going to be a danger, report them to, you know, police, FBI, and he's just like, I couldn't imagine what would happen to me if I was in that place.
Yeah.
And rather than being like
Kind.
rather than someone being kind to me, that I would be put through like the harrowing experience of, you know, being investigated, or like it just wouldn't have helped. It would have just driven him further and further into that pain.
Yeah. I wonder why he was feeling so bad that he felt like he wanted to hurt others.
His parents were on the run a lot, so he was constantly jumping schools, so he didn't make friends. He was always the new kid, so he was always bullied. So he was always, I guess, dehumanized. Was never really treated like a person, either at school or at home. That led to him, you know, a lot of anger that he would suppress. He started self-harming. He contemplated suicide because he just wanted to get away from everything. And I think the turning point for him, from I think it was like he was consistently told he wasn't worth anything, or that he was a troublemaker, or
By his teachers.
just by, I think, everyone that was around him at the time. There was a point where he attempted to kill himself, and what he remembers, his mother got called into must have been like a counselling office or something like that, and she pretended like he was making all of it up.
Making what up? That they were on the run?
No, making up that he was as sad as he was, or like.
Did they catch him trying to commit suicide or something?
I think so.
And she was like, he's making it up.
Yeah, like everything he's saying is he's lying, like he's just doing this for attention, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And when they got out of the office, she turned in and said, let me know next time, and I'll buy you better razor blades so you can get the job done.
Whoa.
Yeah. Really
Wow.
harsh stuff.
What the hell? What kind of mother? Wow. That's awful.
Tim says his parents were abusive and drug addicts and very consistently told him he was worthless. That has an effect on him.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I didn't have a great time at school, but I have always had very supportive parents. But I'm sure a lot of people here have the same experience. When you have people telling you consistently that you're not worth anything, you feel like you're not worth anything. I was lucky enough to have good friends after a certain point and very supportive parents, but if you don't have that, it must be absolutely awful.
You don't have that support.
Yeah.
That reinforcement that you're...
You know, even if it's just my mum thinks I'm cool, like, it's still something, you know?
Yeah.
If the person you feel like should be the one who always loves you and cares about you the most doesn't show that, that's horrible, you know?
Yeah.
That's real tough.
I teared up.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he went to social services and mentioned his parents were abusive, so they called his mum in. His mum, who's very well versed in dealing with social services. Yeah. Okay, I see. Hardik has mostly been reacted to negatively when he's kind to someone. But maybe there's a problem with him. Maybe people believe men are supposed to be loud and manly and it's super tiring. I see. Yeah. Hardik, keep being you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're lovely. I can tell you that as someone who interacts with you almost every day. That you're like one of the nicest, kindest, coolest people ever. I think persistent kindness really does have an effect on people, even if they're defensive to begin with, because they're either not used to it, or they're worried that you are joking with them, or they feel like they don't want to be seen as being weak themselves by accepting the kindness. Like, whatever the reason is, it does make a difference to have someone be nice to you. Oh, Tyler, we were going to make some stickers actually. We've never done them before, but we were going to make some of a slime kitten. That was something we were planning to do. Also, hello, I realised I never said good morning to you properly, so good morning. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not sure I'm liking this.
Kieran, yeah, I identify with that, I feel the same. Kieran says I try to be kind. The only time I'm not is from a place of either exhaustion or negligence, like missing an opportunity to be helpful is regretful. Yeah, but sometimes you're just like, I'm just really stressed. And then you're not kind and you're like, oh, I regret this. But sometimes it's just like stress or tiredness or forgetfulness are the reasons.
Oh, no worries, Tyler. Like, we can bounce back and forth between serious and
oh yeah, no worries at all, honestly. We frequently have quite serious discussions and we also frequently talk about butts and farts, so it's fine.
She says we there, but you're the source of the butts and the farts.
I take responsibility for that.
I rub your shoulder in support.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Orlando says that his high school time was not very good, and he used to pretend to be confident to the point of arrogance because he believed that having knowledge of things would give him more worth in front of others. Yeah, I get that. I often pretend that I know what I'm talking about when I don't. Because, like, I don't want to appear stupid in front of other people. But it just makes me look more stupid because I get things wrong, you know? But I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to be okay with not knowing stuff. And being the person people always have to explain things to. Like,
if you don't know something, then you have the opportunity to learn it, and learning things is exciting.
Yeah, it just makes me feel a little bit insecure that I don't want to be seen as a stupid person.
Like if someone goes, "Oh, have you heard of this?" The best thing you can do, if you haven't, is go, "No, I haven't. Can you let me know more about them?" Because that gives them an opportunity to talk about something they're either knowledgeable of or excited about, and you get to share that with them.
Yeah.
Like rather than trying to look cool, be like, "Oh yeah, of course I know that," and just be not knowing. Like,
it's less about looking cool to me and more about not looking stupid. But I think I just have to accept that and be okay with it, you know? Because there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I have to make my peace with the fact that I don't know it. Kara says, yes, learning is life.
What is your opinion on the uncreated YouTube animators whose characters look exactly the same and they reuse 3 poses they made like ages ago? This is off because they get more attention than hardworking animators. I think that
Gonna let Mike finish.
Yeah. I think they're not uncreative. If they're making stuff, that's creative. If they're challenging themselves to make, like, if they're not challenging themselves by reusing them, that could be down to the amount of time it takes to make things compared to the, like, response to them. Like, when you're on YouTube, there's an expectation that you're going to deliver content often, and in order to succeed in that climate, you need to adapt to it. So I'm not saying they're uncreative. They're solving the problem of how to gather an audience on YouTube by those tactics. There's no sense in getting annoyed by that, really. Like if that's not the path you want to go down a path that is more suited to you. Like I think people like to categorize something as authentic, like that's not real something, and it's a slippery path down into becoming angry at something that is ultimately like not going to help help anyone. I'm slipping down into this.
Are you saying that people focus too much on what other people are doing?
Yeah.
Rather than on what they're doing? Like they spend too much time judging what other people are making rather than making like, stuff themselves. That's good.
They're not preventing anyone else from doing anything else. You know, like what.
I would say.
There you go. Like,
I would say that.
Me.
I would say that it's definitely not my kind of thing. That kind of animation. But it can be really good when it's paired with some compelling arguments or debates. Like, the time I see that kind of style most is when someone is talking about something and just kind of illustrating their monologue by having different poses.
Yeah,
coming
like
out.
formulating that
Like
argument, delivering,
sequelitis.
delivering inspiring or engaging content is freaking hard.
Yeah, and I'd say at that point, the actual debate and what they're talking about is really the interesting thing. And I don't mind them using shortcuts and simple animations to get that across, because I understand it must take so much time to write those anyway. And animation takes so much time that them finding a faster way to do it is quite honestly kind of smart and intelligent of them. Like, personally, I feel like I'm more into making animation that's kind of traditional and fully animated than I am into writing debates or reviews. So my priority is always on the technique rather than on other things like scripts and such. But like, I don't have a problem with people doing that. If it's something that irritates you though, then just make sure that you don't do it in your own work. Like, do the stuff in your own work that you really enjoy and love, that inspires you, you know.
Hardick's point is an interesting one. He says, my only issue with those animations is that they limit what animation is to young people or beginners who refuse to explore beyond that. But again, that's not the creator's fault.
Yes, that's true. It can be annoying when someone has a very big platform and they're either delivering misinformation or creating a false impression of what something is.
I think there's a sense when someone sees something that they admire and the approachability of being able to create it themselves. There's an appeal of seeing something that they're like, oh, I want to make that, I could make that. And as the skill level
increases?
As the skill level increases or the technical aspect of it increases, there's less appeal to it. Let me try and find
I think what Mike's trying to say is that you might start off doing stuff like that, but as you get more into doing it and you want to push yourself further, you're going to find less and less challenge and appeal in doing it that way, and want to start reaching out for new ways of learning.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to want to go plus ultra.
What I'm trying to say is, like, there's a... If you've ever heard a statement of, like, why don't you guys have more X? You're so good. This is what I'm trying to explain.
Why do you guys have so X?
Why do you guys have so many subscribers?
Okay.
Or why don't you guys have more subscribers? You make good stuff. You should probably have more.
I don't know.
I could correct me if I'm wrong in this belief or whatever, but I think if you have like newcomers or whatever, if they see something that they can aspire to that is closer to their current level, they'll gravitate towards it more and faster and in larger numbers, because it's like, that's really cool, I want to make that, or I enjoy this. If maybe it's just more like a consistency thing. Because
what are you doing now? Are you now talking about how to get subscribers, or
I don't know
what
I'm talking about. I'm just trying to think. I don't have a strong structured thing that I'm
just trying to figure out what you're trying to say, because then I can feed into that. Like, what are you talking about? Consistency and subscriber count and
I'm not
people.
even saying anything anymore, so I'm gonna like backtrack it.
No, I want to know what you're saying, you know? Are you thinking? Or...
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, Ahmed, I wish that, to be honest, I wish I could just animate faster. I wish it didn't take us months and months to make uploads. And it is a shame that YouTube is kind of catered towards more frequent uploads, which kind of discourages animators from doing long form stuff. At least it does if they're monetizing. If they're not monetizing, it doesn't really make a difference either way. Apart from you're more likely to get seen if you produce more stuff faster. But yeah, I don't think we should discourage people from pushing to the limit of their abilities. It's a shame. But then again, I do think the strongest thing which pushes people to get better is usually themselves.
I think Arlene is tapping into what I was trying to say. She's saying, my niece who's 5 years old likes my old drawings that are horrendous because she can understand them better. It's closer to what she would do. So it's weird how sometimes less skills appeal to people who are not as skilled yet. I think it's the crux of what I'm saying.
You're saying you can't see 5 levels above you, but you can see how you could get to 2 levels above you.
Yeah.
And so there's an appeal in looking at that because you're like, I feel like I can do that.
Yeah.
And when you get to that, then you're like, oh, I feel like I can get to this place now.
Yeah.
So it's like a ladder.
Yeah. So I think there's less people in the next run up. So like our channel, we probably appeal more to intermediates than we would complete newcomers.
Okay.
I would say like the sort of questions we get asked or anything like that is that sort of level, but there's less people in that pool, and therefore there's less appeal to, or not that there's less appeal, but we're appealing to a smaller audience.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. It's a lot about with YouTube too. Like so much of it is about being seen and making fairly consistent uploads. Like we haven't uploaded anything in a long time, apart from these streams, obviously, which we do every day. But in terms of actual content. Yeah, Tyler, I agree. There's no incorrect animation. People subscribe to these people for their tales and maybe even the funny illustrations. Kieran says God tier seems like magic. It's true. Tip's gonna ask, where does the kids don't understand circles thing come from?
Oh.
What is that? Because you keep saying it, so I know it must be from... It's from a stupid thing, which is like, kids don't get circles.
That is something that happened on a Boulder production.
On a Boulder production?
Yeah. I think I might have told the story that like people who I was in a train with. They got asked to remove the circles from like backgrounds because kids don't understand circles.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I don't understand. So kids can't draw triangles. There's no incorrect animation, but there is one and only real animation. I don't understand circles. They're so difficult to draw.
You gotta be consistent. That's the key to building an audience anywhere. If you're doing a thing that takes 3 years, you can't be consistent. It takes 3 years. Yeah.
True. It takes a lot of time to make videos as well. So you need to make sure you have time to do that. Karen says, no, really. Under about 3 they can draw squares, but drawing a triangle is beyond them. Really? Man, triangles are so evil. Such an evil shape. You don't necessarily have to cut corners to be consistent, I think, Ahmed, because if you're doing something that is consistently the same, that doesn't say anything about the quality of the thing itself, it just means that you're doing it the same every time. If you want to do stuff really fast, you would have to cut corners. But consistency, I think you can just get into a comfortable workflow where you know what you're doing every time and consistently create the same quality content over and over in the same amount of time over and over. Consistency is really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Rolando, you're famous with us. You have your own theme song and everything. If that counts. I don't believe I have my own theme song anywhere, which I think is a travesty. Like, personally, I think I deserve a theme song, but whatever.
Swift. She does things fast.
I really don't. There you just rubbing it in. Consistency is starting in the mornings at 7 AM every day. We'll get there. We'll get there. Tomorrow, Hardik. Keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow. 7 AM, it's gonna happen. It is. Consistency is hard. It's very hard. You know, you do it for a while and then like you miss one. It's not consistent anymore. Doing something for a sustained amount of time is always kind of difficult. Even if it seems easy to begin with.
Yeah. It gets hard pretty fast.
Oh, that's okay. He says nice. He goes, nice. So this is what we have. And then things start to slide in from various directions up until this point. So we need this to remain in the background while these things slide over the top of them. You missed one, all is lost. What kind of message is that, India? Nothing, I'm just saying that it's not consistent anymore. I'm not saying it's not worth doing. I'm just saying then you've lost your consistency. You can get it back by then hitting it again, getting back on that wagon. Hardik, you've been doing so much work. You'll be posting on Twitter soon though. I'm sure you'll have tons of stuff to post on Twitter soon. And a monthly is coming up.
It is.
But I do have a theme. What's my theme, Mike? What is it?
I don't know. Look at things.
You look. Swifty, riding on the backs of the horses. Consistency is far more important than quality, says Tibbs. If you're consistent, people know what they can expect. If you're high quality and never upload, you could be dead as far as viewers know. And Karen says, like going to the gym, habit is everything. Yeah, I think people understand, Alid, if you're like, well, I have a holiday for this week, so I can't do stuff. Or if you miss one or two and let people know why. Oh my god, get Swifty. Of course, this is my theme. Get Swifty. Hey you.
No.
Hey you. I think that's our alarm for the end of the stream.
It is, yeah. You're
Get
warm.
Swifty.
Cat, come back. You've got warm fur.
Yes, I think 80% consistent is good. I mean, you can't expect someone to do something like a stream, for example, every single day, because there are going to be some days when they're away or such. But as long as people know, and the rest of the time you're there every day, so that's what we got to work on: consistency. Well, Leanne, if you spent 6 months hibernating, you're extremely consistent. So don't worry.
She protests because no Buffy can. It stopped working. I'm really freaking annoyed. I'm gonna fix it.
But right now, we're gonna head off ski. It's 10 in the morning, and since we started at what, 8 o'clock?
We're going.
We actually have done the amount of time. So we started late, but we kept a consistent time, I guess. That's definitely trying to grasp at straws at something we did right. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks very much for joining us this morning. We went through 7 AM tomorrow. We'll see you at 7 AM tomorrow. Consistency is key.
Yep. We'll be there, guys. You all have to hold us accountable. Everyone be really mean to us tomorrow if we're not up at 7.
Yeah.
To stream for you. You can all call us. I don't know.
See, Kieran's like, I like the days. More Kieran time. Okay.
That's true. Kieran time is good time.
I like Kieran time.
What is it? Yes, you can call us tardy. That was the word I was looking for. Tardy. Tardy boys.
Tardy boys. Okay, everyone. Thanks very much for joining. And may the rest
of your day
with
adventure.